Hello, friends. My name is Tumanya Nelu,
I'm Maria.
and this is Full Volume, the podcast.
Welcome. Where
Welcome.
we yap endlessly about
Whatever comes to
yeah.
mind. Truly.
Yeah.
There is no rules and no rhyme or reason to this.
Not one bit. All right. What are we starting off with today?
I'm going to start by taking a bite of this pizza.
True. We just got pizza.
What is so funny about me trying to consume food?
The way you tore into that.
Well,
Damn.
yeah. I like to eat. I don't know why that's a problem.
No, it's not. I just didn't expect you to really just go in for it. It's
That's the best way to eat. It could have been colder than it's warmer than I was expecting, but it is not warm.
It's car temperature.
Yeah. Would you like to start with your story time?
My story time? You don't want to start with Love is Blind?
Sure, let's start there.
I mean, we could, I don't really care where we start.
We'll start with Love is Blind.
All right.
Okay.
You had your notes.
I sure did.
Yeah, you're gonna have to remind me because I've already thrown it out of memory by now.
That's totally fine. For those of y'all who are unaware, there's a shitty reality dating show called Love is Blind, where they stick 30 conventionally attractive people in rooms and have them date in like 4-hour increments through a pulsating blue wall where they cannot see each other because they're trying to find out if love is truly blind. They call this an experiment, and if they're experimenting with anything, it's how much psychological torture they can put you through because there's a camera in your face.
Mm-hmm.
If anything. Because, truly, if they were worried about whether or not love is blind, why do you have to get engaged in 10 days and then get married in a month?
Insanity. And surprise, love is not blind. Spoiler! It's not actually. In some cases. In the rare cases. In like...
The thing
all
is,
of like 3 couples maybe.
blind people exist. And they are in relationships all the time.
You ate with that. You ate.
Every aspect of this show is insane. But the most recent season was shot in the area in which we live. Where did I put my phone?
You don't want to specify where we live?
Sorry, we live in the DMV. I mean, if they've seen the most recent season, then they know where the fuck we are.
Well, like you said, these bitches aren't even from the fucking DMV.
True. Anyway, yeah. We live in the DMV area. Slay. We're in a parking lot that is facing the street, so every once in a while somebody will blind us by making a U-turn. Now, one of my biggest grievances with the show is exactly what you just said. They pretty much only casted transplants.
Does that even apply to like every other season though, or is that just this one? I don't know if like I haven't paid that much attention to previous seasons.
I don't think so, because like the other seasons were like in Charlottesville, North Carolina, or like Seattle, Washington.
DC is like a very mixed bag.
Yeah. And the thing is, I don't know if they casted mostly transplants because those are the only bitches that would be going to that show, let's be real.
That's fair.
Or if they just didn't want DC natives on the show. Like, who knows?
I think probably people like heard that they were casting in DC and they're like, let me go.
To DC?
Mm-hmm.
That's insane.
I mean, if they're local enough, like, what was his face? Tyler? He's from Pittsburgh?
Who the fuck is Tyler?
What's her face? Ashley. Her man.
Oh, I don't know. So I wrote down all of the couples we had at the end of like episode 4, and Tyler and Tim just had question marks.
Tim and Alex.
Yeah, I know who they're coupled up with. The thing is, they didn't show Tyler or Tim or Ashley or Alex until like they were about to get engaged. So I didn't have any information about them up until we got past those first like 4 or 5 episodes.
That's fair.
So I don't know where he's from.
I think he's from Pittsburgh. I don't know.
Okay, well, on the subject
then
of
Garrett is like what?
Fredericksburg. Yeah.
Get out.
And they're all either transplants or they're from like other areas in the nearby metropolitan. But almost everybody here has been like, oh, I moved here for work. All of my family's in another fucking place. Like, ridiculous. Anyway, on the subject of each of the men, since we talked about Tyler, Tyler's the one. Is he the one who had the baby? He's the one with the kids. Yeah, the sperm donor. That was so insane when that ultimately all came out. I'm not even gonna hold you. That's all I have to say about him. Is the sperm donor thing is nuts.
Crazy.
If you didn't watch the season, he revealed at some point that he was a sperm donor to assist a lesbian couple have kids. He initially made it seem like he wasn't in them kids' lives, wasn't nothing going on there. Then it later came out that he's heavily involved with them kids' lives. He basically their daddy. The first one, the twins not even, I don't know if you kept up with the drama, but he said there were 3 kids. Mm-hmm. Well, 2 of them are twins, and they wasn't even conceived when she was in that relationship. Yeah. Them twins was conceived naturally. Them's his kids, isn't it?
Oh, that's crazy. And the fact that she's okay with that?
No, like she really, my man.
She sure did.
The reunion was crazy. Their part of the reunion pissed me off so bad because he was like, the only person I owe an explanation to is my wife. You brought this shit on television, actually. So, a little different now, babe. Anyway, Tim, see, I knew he was gonna be a problem pretty early on. I'm not even gonna hold you. Mm-hmm. And then when he started, first of all, when he came at her, I was like, my parents drove 5 hours and you took a nap, and that's crazy. Then she gonna be like, I had a shift, and he don't give a, like, he's an evil man. And honestly, I'm so glad she clocked him during their breakup. She was like, you want me to do things a very specific way, but you ain't told me to do that way. So, like, when he was like, I grilled all day for your family, and then I came home and I washed the dishes. Who asked you to wash the damn dishes? I'm just saying, if it wasn't requested of you and you didn't want to do it, you didn't have to do it. You made the choice, and now you mad at her because you made that choice. Mm-hmm. What?
Like, so fucking serious.
He was so annoying. Anyway, I wrote in big letters that Leo was a manipulator. Oh.
That's my brother calling.
Bye. Anyway, I wrote in big letters that Leo was a manipulator because his reaction when Hannah broke up with him was crazy.
Insane.
Please, Hannah, are you serious? Have you made a decision? Like, if I proposed to you right now, what would you say?
What would you say? No, he was literally grilling her.
And then to take it back to the boys' quarters and say she was, like, clearly not emotionally, like, adept enough to have that conversation and to, like, handle it like an adult. I was like,
oh my god.
I was like, am I hearing this correctly? It's always so crazy to me when people say things, and I'm like, they might not be able to see everything. I can. He came out of that reunion looking way better than he deserved, in my opinion, but whatever. Speaking of, like, people doing shit that didn't make sense to me, when Nick said he looked like Henry Cavill, side note, I keep wanting to call him Andy. I don't know why. I spent the entire season wanting to call him Andy, and I know that's not his name. He called himself Henry Cavill. Also, this is something that blows me, like, in general, about having watched the season. A few seasons ago, I think it was, like, season 3 or something. I don't know. I haven't kept up with it lately, so it had to be one of the earlier seasons. There was a girl who, her man asked her about her celebrity lookalike. And she said people always say she looks like Megan Fox. She doesn't see it, but she knows they both have light eyes and brown and, like, dark hair. So that's probably it. I don't remember her name or her man's name, right? But she said people always compare her to Megan Fox. And the internet crucified that bitch. Nicholas has the audacity to say, unprompted, that he looks like Henry Cavill. And nobody said a word.
It's because he's a man.
That's okay. That's when he said he looks like Henry Cavill, right? I looked up for whatever the fuck I was doing, and I was like, she can't see you, but I can. Why would you lie? In such a severe way, too. And to be clear, I don't like Hannah. I think she was doing too fucking much most of the season.
Like, that's one bitch that I actually could not stand.
Like, but I feel like we giving Nicholas too many fucking passes because we hate the bitch he's with. He is awful too, y'all.
That's fair. I
He
think
sucks.
she was just so terrible that it clouded his like.
Mind you, he's 28 and can't boil a fucking bowl of pasta. Do you know that scene was so infuriating? I nearly cut the TV off. I nearly cut the damn TV off.
He doesn't know how to do
the camera's
shit.
dead ass.
He literally doesn't know how to do
He's
shit.
like, oh, where's the pasta? She goes, I haven't made it yet. He go in the fridge. He looking for the fucking pasta. He's like, it's not in here. She's like, because it's not cooked, dummy. Pasta goes in the pantry. He go in the cupboard. Like, he get the pasta. He like, oh, do you want me to make it? And she goes, yeah, sure, go ahead. I'm literally going to run down this entire thing. Count how many damn times he asked the stupid ass question, okay? He's like, do you want me to make it? She's like, yeah, sure, go ahead. He's like, okay, what should I put the temperature to? She's like, heat to a boil. He's like, just tell me the temperature, like medium to high. And she's like, heat to a boil. Do you know how to heat to a boil? And he's like, yeah, you just gotta tell me what temperature. And she's like, you're the one who said you could cook. And he's like, how much water do I put in the pot? She's like, I thought you knew how to cook. He's like, I haven't done pasta in a while. He's like, well, how much? Like 3/4 of a cup, maybe halfway full.
Pot, yeah.
She's like, never mind, I will do it. He goes, I don't want to make you mad. You just gotta tell me what to do. Bitch, you're 28. You're 28. You can't boil pasta. I don't give a fuck about the fact that he lives with his parents. What I'm mad about is that he lives with his parents and seems to have no intention of acting like an adult. Why can't you boil pasta at 28 years old?
No, why'd you ate up that scene real good.
Thank you. That scene was so enraging. It is ingrained in my brain.
No,
like,
dead ass.
and then to later on say, I feel like you think I can't take care of you. Nigga, you are 28 and can't boil pasta. You can't take care of me. You can't take care of your damn self. They're having a conversation, and she's like, what responsibilities do you have? He's like, the cat that belongs to his father. That he doesn't even get up in the morning to feed because he's like, I can't get up that early. Cat eats by like 8 a.m. If you have a job, you should absolutely be up, I feel like. If you have like a regular day job, by 8 a.m. you're awake. And you want to say that you want to claim the cat as a damn responsibility. You don't even feed it. Yeah, I don't have any faith in your ability to take care of anybody, including yourself. You live at home. You clearly don't cook for yourself. You don't pay no damn bills.
Can we talk about the scene where he rode the duck? That pissed me off so bad. First
she
of all,
was being fucking insane.
No, she absolutely was. But that was so icky of him. Like, what?
To ride the duck?
Yeah. The fuck? And then to race another random bitch? Now, Hannah was insane for being jealous over that. Like, that was absolutely, like, no. But
it's weird because I didn't perceive her getting his attention as like she was like jealous and trying to tell him not to talk to her. I thought she just needed his attention for something. And then this random girl goes, he's so jealous, she's so jealous. And I'm like, well, hang on. I feel like everybody's blowing this out of proportion. Her, and this random ass lady, and him. Also, when he said, you wrote that list, and like he really made it seem like she wrote that list for him to find. And I guarantee that wasn't it. If you asked, she probably just was writing things down to process her thoughts so she could make a decision on what to bring up to him, like what she wants to do next, if it was worth bringing up to him. And he was like, you did that on purpose for me to find it instead of talking to me like an adult.
And then she pulled the same card at the reunion about his little list.
They were both fucking annoying as hell.
That was the worst couple, like, ever.
But I feel like one thing that was blowing me about the reunion is everybody was so worried about, like, her. Again, Nick slid under the fucking rug, and he was a dick. And then when all of the guys were like, nah, be honest. You was saying some nasty ass shit about her, the way she looked.
No, but all of them were mad quiet for so long. And then Ramses has the audacity to be like, alright, yeah, no, you should own
Accountability.
up.
Accountability.
No, Ramses pissed me the fuck off.
That whole situation with Ramses was blowing the shit out of me. And it's crazy because I wrote down here, he's fine, but death gives will ruin your life. He looks like he weaponizes therapy speak.
He sure is. No, that's literally
He
so
looks like he
accurate.
weaponizes therapy speak.
That's
And
so
then
accurate.
when their breakup happened, and I was like, this is the most nonsense thing I've ever seen. I was like, I told you that nigga would ruin your life.
Oh my god. Like, you didn't know her energy from the jump, bitch, and now suddenly it's a problem? Be so fucking serious.
I have to say, I didn't really like Marissa either, but in that moment, I empathize with her severely. I'm a high energy bitch.
So broken. I felt so bad. Cause what the fuck? Like,
As somebody who is similarly high energy, like, I totally understand why she was like broken. Like, she was gonna marry that man, and he's like, I feel like your energy would be draining. And then, do you know what really bothers me about that? Is that when she was like not feeling well, and she was low energy, he was like, you ain't touching me, you ain't touching me, you ain't touching me. I feel like you don't love me. Is this what our life is gonna be like? So what do you want?
No,
please provide me with it. I need a list at this point. You need to tell me exactly what you want, because it sounds like you only want her to be energetic on your terms, and that's crazy.
And the whole talk about birth control. He's like, I'm not gonna force you to do anything you don't want, but just so you know, like, sex with a condom is not enjoyable for me. So, like, I don't know what we're gonna do about that. Sounds like you gotta go on birth control though.
Mind you, he's the one that don't want kids. Oh, okay. Why y'all ain't have that conversation before y'all started fucking? That's my question. Speaking of a conversation they should have had before they got engaged, the military thing. That entire conversation was infuriating to me because I felt like neither of them had the correct, like, language to bridge their, like, gap in thoughts. Like, Marissa very much gives, like, Stockholm syndrome to the military.
Yeah.
Also, when we later find out that, like, you know, she's from a family of 4, her parent, like, her mom poor as shit, tried to raise them, like, she has been taken advantage of by the military and doesn't seem to recognize that as a bad thing. Which, you know, when you look at the military as, like, the thing that brought you out the mud, it might be difficult to look at it and say, this is a, like, objectively bad, like, system in place. But she's a victim. And I think giving Stockholm syndrome the way she was trying to go to bat for the military during that conversation, especially, like, when we got the context later that her family was poor as shit. Like, she's definitely one of them kids that a military recruiter showed up and was like, we'll pay for you to go to school, you know, we'll give you money, it'll make your life a whole lot easier, because I guarantee she couldn't afford to go to college on her own. No. So it sounds like she is a victim, and since Ramses is not American, he does not recognize how easy it is for our military to victimize disenfranchised people. And I'm not saying it's his job to recognize that, but I think the disconnect is coming from the fact that she doesn't know she's a victim, and he does not recognize that our military victimizes people who join. Because he was like, yeah, you joined the military though, and yes, she did, but if she was as poor as it seems like everybody was trying to make it seem, then she's absolutely a victim. People don't join the military for fun. Most of them don't.
Most don't join willingly. Like,
they don't join for fun. They join because they don't have other opportunities. Yeah. Like, I have a friend who, when he graduated high school, his mom was like, you got 2 options. Find a way to go to school, or you're joining the military. Like, you can't sit around and bum in the house. You gotta go do something. Yeah. So, if not for the fact that, you know, he managed to get, like, a decent scholarship at UMBC, he probably would have joined the military because he didn't have another option. But Ramses is not from the U.S., and I'm not saying it's his responsibility to recognize how this overarching oppressive structure also oppresses people in another country, per se. What happened?
I dropped my bottle cap. I don't know where it went.
Oh, well, if it's in a cup pocket, it'll be alright.
It's not.
No, the bottle. Oh. Also, that bottle is almost empty. I mean, yeah, so you'll be alright.
Yeah, but now it's just bothering me that.
Well, you'll find it eventually. So that conversation felt very unproductive because neither of them seemed to recognize that she is a victim in the situation. And I'm not, apparently, again, Ramses is from Venezuela, and our country has fucked that place up bad. Yeah. So it's not his job to empathize with Marissa's struggle on the subject. But these are conversations to have before you get engaged. What were y'all talking about? Also, you knew she was ex-military. You didn't want to ask her when she said that, like, how she feels about the military. Also, that stupid bitch has dated a Trump supporter. So I don't really. It was either I thought it was the other girl, but it was actually her.
Yeah, she said
she
that.
got no moral compass.
I forgot
Sorry,
about
that was what was really blowing me when she said I dated a Trump supporter for 3 years and then like I dated a more liberal guy, and I'm like, so you have no morals.
Yeah.
That's what that means.
That's crazy. Dating
for 3 years.
Dating a Trump supporter. 3 years is insane.
Actually, speaking of Trump supporters, Steven, I don't think he is one. I don't know. I have no evidence of that. But he feels like he is.
I hate that man.
When I said, listen, here's what I wrote. I wrote that he seems like during an argument, he's going to say something fucking out of pocket. And then he'll come back later and be like, baby, please, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to call you a porch monkey. Like, that's the vibe I get from Steven.
Porch monkey?
Because he got engaged to that black girl. That's why I specifically chose an insult that they call black people.
So crazy for that.
That's the vibe he gives. He gives like he's gonna say something insanely misogynistic when he's mad at you, and then for sure. Especially because when they had that conversation about politics, and he was like, "Oh, like I voted for Trump in the first election." It was weird because the way he was talking about it was really okay. Words mean things, right? Words mean things, and whether or not he was being intentional with his words on purpose, I feel like there's like a lot to pick up based off of the words he was choosing.
Yeah, there's always like an underlying.
Yeah, he was
context.
Like, I voted for Trump in the first election because I didn't like Hillary. Like as a person, who gives a fuck?
That's just because she was a woman, huh?
Yeah, like what? What? You're voting on a politician. These are civil servants. I don't give a fuck if you like them as a person. You're telling me you thought Trump was a better option? What about Trump did you like that you didn't like in Hillary? And it better not start with her being a woman. Especially because then he was like, I voted for Biden because I feel like Trump didn't utilize his time in office well. So you still like Trump. What made you think he was going to utilize his time in office well? Just out of curiosity, that man's a businessman who's gone broke several times.
That's the only like card that they have to pull. Oh, he's good for the economy. He knows how to play his business cards.
He's been bankrupt hella times. That is an entertainer. I wish he would go into stand-up comedy or something. I would watch a comedy special by Donald Trump. I would. Because he's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. That's fair.
He should not be running this country. He's like a cartoon character. I feel like Riley from the Boondocks would have a better job.
Anybody
would do better.
Rocco
but because
from Elmo.
Hello.
Rocco.
Because of the way Steven talks about it, I guarantee I wouldn't be surprised if he voted for Trump again.
Yeah, no, that would not surprise me.
Because he was like, I didn't make the most informed decision in 2016. But you said you voted for him because you didn't like Hillary. What does that have to do with making an informed decision? That wasn't informed.
Because you don't like one party, you vote for the other. That's not an
stupid as shit.
Yeah, no.
Also, he describes himself as a centrist, which to me is automatically a red flag. Anyway, the other girls that we haven't talked about, because I forgot all of them. Monica has a similar vibe to me as Marissa. I don't think there was anything in particular. Now, I will say, when she said, Venmo me for the time you've wasted, she ate that the fuck up.
Yeah, she sure did.
But I feel like, similar to Marissa, she doesn't have as, like, strong of a moral standing on things.
There was one part about her that, like, really blew me. Remember when she was telling him, like, oh, I just like flowers? Like,
okay. The flowers thing, we forgot a man, but we'll go back to him in a second. The flowers thing, on one hand, right, was she beating a dead horse? Absolutely. She was dragging it. However, I get the sentiment of, you said that this was something you would do, and you haven't done it. I feel like at this point, though, since you mentioned it 3 times, it doesn't matter if he does it or not.
Yeah, exactly. Because now you beat it into his head, and now the sentiment part is gone.
Yeah, but also, I mean, I would be kind of, like, I don't even like flowers, but if you told me that this was something that you plan to do, like, I didn't ask you for that.
Yeah.
But you said it, and then you're not doing it. That would blow the shit out of me. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no. And, I mean, his whole, like, pity poor me vibe blows me so
really looked
bad.
like he's about to cry during that conversation.
He looks like he thinks he is the victim in every circumstance, and it makes me want to beat him over the head with a giant club, like Flintstone style.
He also looks like a fucking like animated character, and I can't put my finger on it.
He looks like a Bitmoji.
Low-key. Yeah.
I don't know if you had a specific cartoon character in mind, but he just generally looks like a Bitmoji.
I want to say Dexter, but it's not Dexter, like, at all.
Like the laboratory?
Yeah. Like, no. I don't know. There's like he looks like a fucking cartoon character. I just can't even.
I wish I could help you, but I didn't see that. So.
No.
I mean, I forgot his face in general, actually, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Again, I get why she was mad. I do think she was dragging it a little bit.
She definitely dragged it, and that's what blew me. I was
but
like,
I think,
girl. Like,
honestly, she was probably dragging it because she was trying to give him the opportunity to not make her break off that engagement.
Yeah,
I'm not even gonna hold you. And then that whole sleep test thing. Oh, Lord.
What a mess.
Why were you texting someone during a sleep apnea test? I feel like that's not...
That's, like, counter...
I feel like that's not helpful.
Yeah.
I don't know how sleep apnea tests work, but I feel like texting somebody during that isn't going to help you out.
Yeah.
Anyway, I forgot a man, Garrett.
Yeah.
I hate that everybody was calling him G. That blows the shit out of me.
Yeah. I was
your name isn't difficult, it's just boring. And if that's your beef, that's a whole other problem. But, like, why are we calling you G?
Calling a white boy G.
Yeah! Crazy.
No. I was like, no, that don't.
And honestly, right. Garrett lost my respect very early on. I'm not gonna hold you. It's annoying because he's one of the only two that got married. But he pisses me off so bad because of that conversation he and who did he get engaged to? Taylor.
Yeah.
Taylor. First of all, for Taylor, I literally wrote down "you're in danger" because listen, when they were in the pods, right, and she was talking about like, oh, everybody calls my mom by her first name, but I'm not going to tell you her first name because it gives you an indicator of what I look like. And he was like, oh, first of all, he said, it never occurred to me until just now that you could be something other than white. Bitch, I'll kill you. I will murder you.
I will choke you out.
I will phase through this blue wall to murder you today.
No, he was real pressed about knowing.
He said that, and then 2, he goes on this whole diatribe about how she's very careful with her words so as to not give away like what she looks like, which is the point of the experiment.
Like you knew what you were signing up for. Dumbass.
Just because everybody else doesn't give a fuck and will break the rules does not mean you should expect people to.
Yeah.
But because she was being very particular with the things she was saying so as to not give away any indicator about her being... She was Asian. He was like, you're very careful with your words, you know, and you're very, like, calculated, and part of me loves that about you, but then there's a part of me that wonders if you're not hiding other things from me because you're so particular with your language. And I was like, that is such a gross mischaracterization. Yeah. Because she's doing what the show is supposed to be about, you're now saying that she's a sneaky person who is hiding things from you? What the...
Yeah,
that blew me and I never let it go.
Yeah.
I also have personal grievances with, now this is just me though. I'm not Taylor. I didn't get engaged to that stupid bitch. So this is not my problem, but I refuse to be anybody's first black partner. Personally. I can't do that.
Nah. Being anybody's first anything is actually so infuriating.
Yeah.
I can't even fucking say the word because I'm so mad.
Infuriating. Yeah, you got it. No. I refuse to be anybody's first black partner. I can't do it because all of the microaggressions that I'm going to have to suck up. And like, granted, Taylor is Asian, so her issues are a little different. I don't know if she would have the same like concerns with dating somebody white as I would, especially because she is mixed. She's not even like
full Asian.
Yeah. And there's more of a tendency for assimilation in East Asian cultures, so she might not even, her connection to, her name is Taylor. Her connection to her Asian culture might be the food. Not in I don't mean that to be rude, ain't nothing against her, I'm just saying she might not think of it as such of a big difference between the two of them, especially being from San Francisco. But when he said that, I was like, that would have... I'm gone. You lost me.
Yeah.
You lost me.
No, that's
First of all, and in this case, it's even worse because not only has he never dated like an Asian woman, which is what she is, it sounds like he's never dated anyone who wasn't white. And that scares me. From Fredericksburg, Virginia, I know that there's part of it is like a proximity thing,
yeah.
but I don't like that your default was there has to be a white woman on the other side of that wall. Like, do you know any people of color or?
Sounds about white.
Exactly. I'm like, that's not an energy I'm okay with personally.
Yeah, no, that scene did blow me too.
Yeah,
I forgot about
and
that.
I never let go of it.
You don't seem to let go of anything.
No, I don't. I hold grudges. I cut people off very quickly. I'm terrible, and that's why I wouldn't go on a show like this. Hannah, I know we just talked about her a little bit, but I just want to bring up again that she quit her fucking job to be on this show that only films for like a month and a half, and she didn't even get married.
She also had the audacity to call Nick a bum when she literally... Okay, yeah, like, granted, yeah, but, like, bitch, you don't have a job. He's actually going out to work, and you're criticizing him for going out and working and not coming home and taking out the trash right away. Girl, I sweep every day. I vacuum every day. Like, okay, girl, you sit at home all day.
I'm sorry. I'm not saying he deserved it. I am saying he's 28 and can't boil pasta.
Yeah, no. That was...
So he's clearly not a good adult.
That was silly.
Sure, he has a job.
Yeah.
But also, and I think part of the reason that it was blowing her so bad is he's older than her.
Yeah.
If I was 26 and teaching a 28-year-old man how to boil pasta, I too would hate his guts.
No,
also,
that's valid.
Also, mind you, a 28-year-old man who lied to me about looking like Henry Cavill. Unprompted, by the way. I didn't ask him if he looks like Henry Cavill. I said my celebrity crush is Henry Cavill, and he unprompted goes, I look like Henry Cavill, just like a less buff version of him.
I don't need to go look at him because, like, I need a side by side. I can't believe he did that. Like, that's such a hate crime.
That's white on white crime right there. Like, the audacity! Their faces aren't shaped the same. They ain't got similar noses. They ain't got similar features. They ain't got similar hairlines. Like, there's not a single similarity between the two of them, except I think both of them have dark hair. Their hair's not even the same color.
Not even.
But it's both dark. That's about as similar as you're gonna get.
He's such a... Wow. He's such a tool for that.
And nobody said a thing! Y'all crucified Miss Megan Fox! And the crazy thing is, I could see it! I could see it!
Now I want to go find the fucking... Who was this girl?
Chelsea.
What season was she from?
I don't know, like 3 or 4. She was, I remember her man. His name was Jeremy, I think. He was real annoying. And I remember everybody was mad as shit that she said people compare her to Megan Fox. That's a closer comparison than Henry Cavill and fucking
it sure
Nick.
Is, yeah.
Let's be serious here.
Come
on now.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna upset me.
Yeah, no, come on. No, because what? Yeah.
And did nobody say a thing about Nick? I'm livid. Brittany. Annoying as fuck. I'm honestly so glad they didn't go beyond that first.
Pick me, bitch. Too,
no, like she's such a pick me. I could not with her.
In the real world, I can just use my eyes to seduce guys, but here I don't have my superpower.
She's the reason people think blondes are dumb.
No, literally.
She's the reason people think blondes are dumb.
Pissed me off.
She is the stereotype of ditzy dumb blonde.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And you know what was blowing me? Leo spent that entire time gassing her head like, I feel like you're a lot smarter than people think you are. No, she's not.
No.
And she's like, yeah, I'm super smart.
What was her job? It was like esthetician maybe? Or like,
I don't know.
It wasn't.
Don't know, don't care.
Remember she was like, how do you spell physicist?
Yeah. Oh, also, sorry, on the subject of Leo real quick, that man never shut the fuck up about his job. And you know what blows me? When he was like, I want somebody who wants me for more than my money. I was like, I didn't even think art dealers made that much.
Shut the fuck up about your money then if you don't want.
First of all you do is talk about money. And then on top of that, you go for the one bitch who literally said, I'm gonna be a trophy wife.
You set yourself up there. Like, you literally did.
But also, like, he's like, oh, people hear art dealer and they're like, oh, he's got a lot of money. That was not my first thought.
Not one bit. I didn't know art dealers even made that much.
Like, in theory, it, like, sort of makes sense because they're dealing with expensive, like, things, you know, kind of. But my first thought was not, oh, this man got bank. Anyway,
Alright, we've yapped about this.
I think that's all I want to say,
40
actually.
minutes, yeah.
Yeah, just about.
Yeah.
Moving on to the second subject matter.
My fucking atrocious story from yesterday.
Yes, okay, let me grab my phone.
You're not gonna believe that this is a real conversation.
Sure.
I was on FaceTime with a friend and I was screen sharing and she's like, "You're talking to a bot. There's no way." And I was like, honestly, a bot would be better at this point.
Okay.
So for context, Hinge is the worst fucking app, as everyone is aware.
I've said it 1,000 times that Hinge is the ninth circle of hell, in my opinion.
And it sure is.
If you put all of the dating apps in the circles of hell, each one represents a different one. Hinge is for sure the ninth.
Absolutely.
I would put, like, maybe Her or Tammy, which are, like, lesbian-focused dating apps. I think those are 1 and 2. I'm gonna put Tinder at 3.
Bumble?
No, Bumble has to go down to like 6 after that fuck-ass ad they did. Are you familiar with the ad? Ladies, abstinence isn't the answer. Telling women they have to put out because men suck is crazy. So Bumble goes down to the 6th circle of hell.
It's giving Ramses.
Grindr, I'm either going to put at 5 or 7. I don't know. I've never used Grindr, so I don't know where it goes.
Gotta ask the gay boys for that.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
Anyways, so yes. I matched with this girl on Monday, okay? Now, mind you, Hinge is a fucking dating app, right? Correct?
Yes.
Okay. I feel like I should just read the conversation, actually. Like, the conversation itself, it will just give enough context. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm you.
Yeah, so I sent her the conversation. She's gonna read the text that I sent, and then I'm gonna read the text that came from the girl. And
she's reading the texts that are coming from the girl so that she can get my reaction to them.
Yeah. So
okay. Are we gonna start at the top?
Lock in, guys. All right. Yeah.
Lock in.
No, lock in because this conversation makes no fucking sense. All right. Yeah. Start from the top.
Okay. You're stunning. OMG. Wow.
Oh.
Hey, yo. No, sorry. It's just that you were recording really fast, dummy. So I had to like go to the fucking scroll bar. No, your answer was fine. It's just that you were scrolling hella fast.
No, I know. That's why you gotta like.
Yeah, I know that. I've never had anybody send a screen recording of text messages and just go swoop.
My bad.
Anyway, continue. Damn.
Stop. All right. OMG, you're 2.
Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that contraction there.
You're 2. Like, she did the right contraction, but no one uses it in that context.
Yeah. Instead of spelling out you are, she just used the contraction. Anyway, no, like, genuinely, my jaw dropped. How are you? How's your day been? Let me look at this bitch.
Girl, you so... Pretty. Yeah, right. She's fine. Girl, you so sweet. It's been alright, running errands. What about you? You go to UMBC?
Nice. LOL. Did you have today off? My day, wow. My day is going hella slow. Just been sitting around at work doing nothing for real. I did go to UMBC. I graduated in spring 2022.
Oh, nice. Where do you work?
She texts like a straight girl. Sorry. I work at a law firm in Potomac. How about you?
Oh, damn. That's tough. Well, I'm about to start my big girl job, NEAT DC.
Not the typo. Ooh, are you excited?
Very much excited to make money. Cry face, cry face.
No, that's so valid. I just switched firms for a higher salary and I couldn't be more satisfied. So, orbital analysis? Excuse me. How'd you end up choosing that?
Oh, I didn't choose that. I did my major in physics/astrophysics, so if I end up working in a space sector and this is my job title. Good for you. I'm glad you're liking your new job. Congrats.
Why does she... I don't know what it is about her text. Again, she texts like a straight girl. I think that's what's bothering me. Oh, no, I meant, like, how'd you end up deciding that's what you wanted? Thank you. I still haven't done anything to celebrate yet. Maybe we should grab some dinner/drinks and celebrate both our new jobs.
Once you start, I got you. But for now, I'm just stuck in this clearance stage. Oh, I haven't decided. I just got offered, and it's a great company and great fit for her first job and good benefits and pay. So
sorry. Girl, what?
My thoughts exactly as I'm going through this fucking conversation. Keep going.
Okay. Oh, I see. Um, did they tell you how long your clearance was gonna take? Sounds like you're leaning towards taking it then.
They're not telling me at all. I emailed them yesterday to get an update, and they said I'm on eligibility pending. God knows what it is. I already signed the contract back in August.
Back in August.
Can we recap? She goes from saying that she's about to start her new job in DC. I asked her how'd she end up like going about that career. She said I didn't choose it. I majored in astrophysics, and that's my job title.
Why did you major in astrophysics, though? Was that not the follow-up question you were trying to ask?
Yeah, like how'd you decide that that's what you wanted to do?
And then she
goes, oh,
I haven't decided.
I just got offered.
You haven't decided. You've already finished your degree.
We're not even talking about the job right now, girly pop. What? And then I asked, oh, so you're leaning towards taking the offer? I already signed the contract. You just said you were deciding. You haven't decided yet. Now you've signed the contract.
In August? It's November, guys. In case you wanted to know.
Yeah, we're mid-November. We're November 13th.
Ooh, ciao. Anyway.
Keep going.
Oh, gotcha. I say we get drinks/dinner to celebrate you signing then.
Girl, sure, but would have to delay it a bit. Also, I wanted to ask, I know Hinge is for dating. Is that what you're getting out of this with girls too? Can y'all see her face right now?
I'll zoom in and post if I have to, because that was fucking... I don't like that girl shirt. The way she's using girl so much is blowing me. Anyway, no worries. What's your availability looking like? Yeah, I'm on here for dating. What are you looking for on here?
Okay. So I am into girls. I'm here to make new connections and grow my female friends, to be honest. I think she meant I am not. She, as you can tell, she makes a lot of fucking typos. I think she meant I am not. I'm here to make connections and grow my female friends, to be honest. I'm sorry if I gave that impression to you.
Yeah, so she is a straight girl. That was the most ridiculous looking conversation ever. You are better than me because I would have just stopped responding.
No, the only reason I kept going is because I was on FaceTime with a friend and she was giving me like responses to come back with. She was like, nah, please keep going. Like, this is funny as fuck.
Okay, fair.
And so then when she said that she's here to make friends, I said, okay, yeah, like I'm open to growing that too, because we wanted to meet up with her just to see if she's really this fucking dumb in real life. Because the way she's texting, what part of that made sense? What part of that whole conversation made sense? She was having a conversation with herself.
Yeah. Yeah, that was weird. That was very weird.
Like, what?
And
you know the crazy thing is?
What?
She doesn't even look the same in all of her photos. Like,
Excuse me?
they all look different. Like, they could be a different person. But me and my friend went and we stalked her socials, and first of all, yeah, every photo is fucking different. But, like, it's insane how different it is. Just scroll.
Girl, it says right here
that was not on there when I fucking swiped. I swear to God. You know how people can make that shit visible and hide it? That was not on there. That was literally not there.
That's not the same person.
Keep going.
Oh, cat.
Now these two look like, okay, yeah, sure, maybe.
Potentially. Barely. They look like they're cousins.
But compared to the first?
The first photo doesn't look like any of these girls.
That's what I'm saying. And we went and we stalked her socials. And, like, yeah, everything checks out. Like, her education, her socials, it all checks out.
But why does she look so different in this first photo?
But even on her IG, every
This is the London Eye. That big-ass Ferris wheel in London.
Why she look so fucking different?
I don't know. Weird.
Even on her IG, bro, everything looked different. Like, she puts a filter or edits the fuck out of all these.
I guess. That's crazy. Y'all We can't show you her because that's a violation of privacy, but I guarantee it looked like 4 different people are on this profile.
I can prove that wasn't there. I have a fucking screen recording.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm not insane. I know this. Hold on. Where'd it go? Is this? Nope.
You screen record Hinge a lot, huh?
Gotta keep the besties in the loop. It's funny as fuck. Oh my god. See? It wasn't there! I have receipts. I'm not insane. You wanted to cloud me for it.
I'm glad you were able to verify it, but when you said it, I believed you.
Yeah, but you know, you had that look in your eye, like, girl, you.
Yeah, because it said straight on the profile.
I was not there.
Well, yes, I see that, but it's so funny.
Oh my
Wow.
god, I
Ain't that a bitch?
fucking hate this app so bad.
Well, I've told you 1,000 times, get the fuck off of her.
It's like, but like, no other app is any better.
True. Well,
Tinder sucked.
Yeah, Tinder sucks, but it's not the ninth circle of hell.
Did I tell you? I did tell you about. Yeah, I was the one. I was tweaking to you.
Miss Wife?
Huh?
Miss Wife?
No, not her. Miss Nurse.
Miss Nurse.
Remember?
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
she was ghosting me, and then you were the one talking me off a cliff. And then what ended up happening?
Oh! She was being weird.
Yeah, she was moving mad weird.
Okay, but you were definitely overreacting.
I sure was. I definitely was.
Like, don't act like I was gaslighting you.
No. I was definitely being insane.
Yeah, you was tweaking.
Yeah.
For sure.
But
yeah, she was a weirdo.
Them bitches on there are not any better.
On Tinder?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my god. Okay, this is really, really minor and unrelated. I just wrote it down because I wanted to tell you. I got a closet organizer. You know those like things that you hang up and they add extra shelves?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got one of those. It's supposed to come tomorrow. I'm like stupidly excited about reorganizing my closet.
That's how you know we're getting like.
I know. That's why I wrote it up. I literally just wrote it down as me being an adult.
Yeah,
that's what it is here as an adult.
That makes us excited as an adult. It's kind of crazy.
I got a closet organizer, guys, and I'm sitting there like I cannot wait to maximize my space.
Like
what?
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie. Anytime I like clean my room up. Sorry, I didn't realize that there was another car just sitting there. We're not the only weirdos. Okay. No, like anytime I clean up my room.
Girl, that's the street.
But like back behind.
Oh, behind us. Okay, see, I didn't know you were pointing in the mirror because why the fuck would you be pointing in the mirror and not out the window? Yeah, I can see it too, but still, why would you point at someone behind us through the mirror and not point behind us?
I don't know. My brain does not work, and it's or what should be normal. Okay?
Yeah, it doesn't have a normal capacity.
Yeah, we learned. Anyways. Yes, whenever I clean my room, I feel like I have my life together. But then it just goes back to a mess like the next day. Because
I'm hoping that this closet organizer is something I'll be able to stick to. Because it's going to hang in the closet.
I have the tiniest fucking closet.
So
like,
do I.
Yeah.
That's why I bought the organizer.
Like, it's literally like...
Have you not seen my closet?
I have. Yes, yeah.
Yeah. It's tiny as shit.
It might be a little bigger than mine, though. Like, mine's literally like...
Yeah. Mine at least has double doors. But everybody else in the house has walk-in closets.
They said, fuck you.
No, yes. The guest room. The guest room closet.
Are you good?
Yeah. Almost choked on a piece of crust. Thank you. The guest room closet is big enough that one of my Like the little plastic container that I had in my dorm room in college, it's sitting in there. There's also a hamper in there. There's several other miscellaneous items in there, and you can still stand in the room. My mother has the biggest walk-in closet, and then my sister's like makes an L with hers.
Mm.
Everybody else got closets you can walk into, and mine is just a hole in the wall.
Literally, it's where Harry Potter lives.
Truly, I got a room under the fucking stairs ass closet. So I got this organizer so that I could maximize my space usage because I own a decent amount of clothes.
You sure do.
Well, relax, not too much. Not too much on me, okay?
I know you got clothes.
Yeah, I like clothes.
Who doesn't?
I don't like shopping,
Yeah.
But I like clothes.
I like, obtaining clothes.
Yeah, I like having the
process
things.
of
I bought
getting
this
them.
rich auntie jacket recently. And by recently, I mean like 2 days ago. It's from Zara.
That
Way
is
more money
recent.
than it deserves. Excuse me. No, that was a burp. Did not
Never mind,
even-
soda's not gonna help that.
yeah, quite the opposite actually. Soda is the reason. I got this. It's like a long, like faux fur gray trench coat. It's so rich auntie coated. I'm excited. I haven't had a reason to wear it yet because I bought it 2 days ago, but it's very nice. And it was stupid expensive because it was from Zara. I don't know if you've ever shopped at Zara.
We all know I have.
Ow.
Why are you doing that? I'm the one that bitched to you about Zara's sizing and how inconsistent.
Oh, that's
it is.
right.
Oh yeah.
I forgot. My memory is bad. I don't know why you expect me to remember that.
Literally yesterday.
Yeah. Do you know what else I don't remember about yesterday? What I had for breakfast. Yeah. Don't take my words out of my mouth. Don't know why it should surprise you. Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, I bought a closet organizer to hopefully help me make utilize of my tiny ass closet better. I even did math.
Wow.
I know. I was trying to figure out what organizer to get based off of how much shit I could fit in it. I was trying to make the most like wise purchase.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, well these are 12 inches deep and they're about this long. How many of I had a tape measure and everything. I was like, how many pieces of clothing can I fit in this 5-inch drawer thing?
All right, Bob the Builder.
Yeah, exactly. I was doing mathematics so that I could buy the one that would let me use the let me not make the most of my space.
Yeah.
Because it has to hang in the closet, which means I have to take out an entire section of clothes. And so the thing needs to fit at least those many clothes. Bonus if it fits more than that, because it's not really helpful if it only gets rid of the amount of clothes that I had to take out to put it up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah, so it's supposed to come tomorrow. I'm excited. If it comes early enough, I'll probably spend the day working on it. But I have a date tomorrow night, so it has to come early enough.
Which hoe is this?
This is the one I went on a date with I think it was almost a month ago now. Did I tell you about that date? It was like 5 hours long.
With a man?
With a they them.
I was like, there's no way it lasted 5 hours with a man.
No, I got like a 2-hour time limit with men. You know that as well as I do.
That's why I was like, 5 hours, hold up.
So yeah, they're pretty great. I mean, our first date was 5 hours, so I think that tells you.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, glad one of them isn't insufferable.
No.
No, for
One
once.
of them isn't. I mean, okay, most of them are fine.
You probably just only tell me about the insufferable ones because that's like
they're done.
Yeah.
What I'm telling you about the insufferable ones is because they're done. If you're hearing bad stories, it's because I'm kicking them off the roster.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna tell you a story about a man pissing me off and then keeping him on my rotation.
That's fair.
I don't give a fuck about them.
Because then you're silly now. Then you look mad silly keeping them there.
Exactly. When you hear about the insufferable ones, it's because I'm kicking them off the roster. That's why.
That makes sense.
The ones that are still on the roster, the 5 that we've talked about thus far.
The insufferable ones make for the best content too. So it's like,
True.
what? Yeah.
I'm not gonna tell you about the ones that I just like was linking with.
Yeah.
Like we'll see what happens with this one tonight. I might have a story. I don't know.
Tonight.
Yeah, I just told you one of them was trying to link today.
That went over my head like, entirely.
No, you asked me. Oh no, because you were asking me if the one I'm going on a date with tomorrow lives in DC.
Yeah.
And I was like, no. But one of my DC hosts is trying to see me.
That literally went over.
And then we got confused because I was just telling you where all of them were.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, one of the 2 that work for the DNC.
Jeez.
What?
I'm gonna need like a little calendar for your hoes. You gotta make a separate calendar and like mark off all the days that you're busy with them.
I can try. Tonight, tomorrow, perhaps the 24th. 24th, is that Sunday?
Isn't that
the 24th is a Sunday, so yes, the 24th is the Sunday I was referring to. Potentially, I don't know.
Well, you've got a booked and busy schedule, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's usually how it goes.
You make me sound like a whore.
No, I just mean you're always on the fucking move. Like, you never
True.
sit at home.
I mean, okay.
You have your days. But
yeah,
like,
on occasion.
Like maybe, like, what, 3 days in a month? You're chilling. I mean,
right now?
like, I feel like work swallows up a lot of your time.
Yes, it does. Work does take a lot of my time.
Yeah, especially because you travel.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've got, oh my god, that was quick. I've got a show Friday, Saturday, Sunday, maybe Monday. I've got one on Tuesday.
Jeez.
Yeah, I know. Busy person.
Mm.
Anyway, is there anything else we want to bring up before we call it a night?
No, we should probably do an outro before your camera dies.
I know, that's what I'm worried about. Okay, well, I think we've yapped enough. Time to turn the volume down.
Yeah.
Full
volume is going to bed. No!
Oh! Devastation. You know what? We'll just do an audio outro.
Alright, full volume is going to bed.
Once again, I'm Tamanya Nelu.
I'm Rhea.
And this has been Full Volume. See you eventually. No promises of when next time will be.